What has turned into a summertime tradition, free music downtown in the form of Nightfall. And for the past 8 years, the folks who organize Nightfall have had an opening contest, if you will. It's called the Road to Nightfall, which gives a lot of local bands exposure, and they get to compete for a slot going up with the headliners for Nightfall. Barrett Taylor's here to talk about that. Barrett, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Chip. Thanks for having us.
The overview of the Road to Nightfall.
So we do 5 competition nights at the Grand Falloon, 400 East Main Street. 6 bands per night play.
Right.
These guys have applied over the last few months, been checked out and accepted to be in the competition. We usually have 150 musicians, 30 bands.
Wow.
That's what we've been doing for the last 6 or 7 years now. They win $10,000 in cash prizes and instruments, custom-made instruments. But ideally what we're trying to do is help them be better artists, be better at doing the business of being in a band.
Sure. What's the criteria for even getting to trying to compete for one of these opening slots?
Well, they need to have some presence. Their social media, their press kit needs to be developed. They need to have some recorded music. They need to be playing live shows and have some fan base. We do not judge on genre.
Right.
However, Nightfall has a family-friendly environment. So there are some bands that don't compete because of that's just not their thing, and that's their choice.
You know, there's this thing, and you've been doing music long enough, when you have a band or even a single solo performer, there's this thing called it.
Right.
It is hard to define, but you guys have done an amazing job of finding the acts that have it.
Right. Well, this is a band competition. You have to have 3 or more members, and you have to live within 45 miles-ish of Chattanooga.
Right.
It's a local. But the it thing, the deal there is the music industry is very broad. There are people that work in the industry who are musicians. They may not be the most famous, well-known name that you know, but lots of people work in the industry. So that's something we're trying to support.
And do you have judges, I'm assuming, that are participating in this?
Right. So these 5 nights of competition, the winner each night will play in the finals, which will be at the new Signal venue this year. That will be on March 24th. These nights, for the last few years, have been a text-to-vote judge situation, which has made it about their publicity and their promotional piece. This year we're adding back in a physical music expert will be there to help round out that judging process.
Sure.
But it's a test. We're going to try it this year and see how it goes.
I see a lot of familiar names on here. One quick question, we're going to have less than 60 seconds left, but Nightfall coming up almost before you know it. Is all of the remodeling around Miller Park and Miller Plaza?
So their Nightfall is starting on time as far as what I've heard. And so I think we're good to go there.
All right, sounds like a plan. Hey, Barrett, thanks so much for joining us. We hope you'll come back once you've got these whittled down, and we'll talk more about Nightfall, which is such a great thing for our community. It's totally free, and the music it's
a really cool event.
Hang in there. We've got more of Let's Chat coming up in just a moment. If you want to find out more about the 8th annual Road to Nightfall, go to gigcityproductions.com.